How are we doing so far? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. And I hope you're having a good day. I made a speech, and it's called this. I need to put you guys up here for now. And it says, I will not be controlled. I stand here today, not as a puppet, not as a follower, not as a slave to the world's lies and manipulations, but as me, as the master of my own fate, as the captain of my own soul. I will not be controlled. I will not be manipulated. I will not be brainwashed. I will not dance to the tune of anyone else's agenda. I will not live on my knees, bowing to false masters or fake gods. I am myself. I am my own person. I am my own master. No longer will I be pulled like a stringed doll, trapped in a game designed by people who never cared for me. No longer will I accept the poison of other people's opinions as my truth. No longer will I let fear, doubt, or guilt write the pages of my life story. I will choose my path as I have been. I will speak my mind as I have been. I will guard my heart and sharpen my mind. Working on that. My thoughts are my own. True. My actions are my choice. True. And my destiny is mine to write. Truth. This world will not mold me into another copy of the broken. I was not born to be ordinary. I was born to rise, to think, to break the chains, and to become the fullest, strongest, and truest version of myself. So hear me clearly. I'm not your pawn. I'm not your toy. I'm not your echo. I am me. I am powerful. I am free. And that's it. Now, you know what all that word means, right? It means, simply put, just because someone does a lot of this, do I have to really respond to it every single time? Do I have to really acknowledge it every single time? Why should I? Why should I have to? Because the minute I do, I'm a slave. Because they know that they can say whatever they want, and I would be in chains again. But guess what this time? I don't have chains no more. I don't have to respond to these people to prove a point. I don't have to say anything. They could say it all by themselves. All I have to do is just sit back and relax and just let them, should I say, dig their own hole so that they can bury their own selves in it. Why should I fall in the same grave with them? Why should I? I don't have to. I don't have to, I don't have to be in the same place with them. I don't even have to be in the same zip code with them. Because I don't. We all do things because we choose to do them. Whether we want to or not. It's our choice as human beings, isn't it? Do you want to respond to these senseless allegations and these, insults? Or do you want to just say, you know what? I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. And, to tell you the truth, I've outgrown it. I could be a better adult just doing what I'm doing, rather than sinking down to their level and going live, yelling, screaming, hooting, and hollering. My question is, why? Why do I want to do that? Why? Why would I want to do that? Oh, by the way, as you can see, breakfast turned out great. Remember that breakfast that I made earlier today? Well, it turned out good. I just wanted to relay this message that I don't have to respond to people anymore if I don't want to. I don't have to say anything to anybody if I don't want to. It's my choice. That's the beautiful thing about life, is that life always gives us choices to do or not to do. William Shakespeare said it perfectly. He said, to be or not to be? That is the question. Now is the hour of our discontent. Right? William Shakespeare was a very, very good poet. And he was a good philosopher as well. Another great artist was Michelangelo. The way he saw things through the lens of his mind was different than how we see things. And he painted it as such. Me, I express myself through many different ways. through my music, through my characters that I make up, and also through general talking that I am right now. You know, I love everybody out there. I do. Whether you hate me or not, I'm still here if you need to talk. And Dave, you know, I know you don't like me. And I know I don't like you either, but, you know, we can both agree to disagree and move on from it. I know I'm going to move on from you. Maybe someday you'll move on from me too. And Nelson, I know you're going through a lot of garbage right now. And who you associate with, who you hang with, that's your business and your business alone. But that doesn't mean everybody else has to be happy with it. You know, everybody has the right to speak his or her own opinion about what's going on in the world, what's going on. It's no offense against you, no offense against me, no offense against anybody. People's opinion is people's opinion, that's it. But here's what I don't understand. Why would you, now think about this logically. Why would you want to attack me over something that somebody else said? It's like, okay, we all go into a bar, but someone socks you in the mouth, and I'm standing right next to you, so you haul off and punch me in the mouth because that person punched you first. Does that make any logical sense? I mean, technically, I didn't do nothing to you. Doesn't make sense. I mean, why get me involved in all that crap when I have nothing to do with it? Just saying. You know, whoever it is you're fighting with, well, that should be with that person and that person only. Why involve me when I've done nothing? Doesn't make sense. You know, I don't hold your friends accountable for what you do I? No, I don't. You know, yes, I did hold Dave accountable for talking crap on me on your panel, because it's your panel. You had the right to control who went, who was going to go, and who was going to stay on there. That's your choice. You know, when Dave was saying all that, you decided to leave him up there rather than just booting him out. Well, once again, that's your choice. And so you have to, unfortunately, live with the consequences of that choice. And you don't get any repercussions from anybody. You get the repercussion from the one person and one person only. You. And that's the person that you have to deal with every single day. Just like me, just like everybody. We all deal with the man in the mirror every day. Because we're the first people that look at ourselves when we wake up, and the last people that look at ourselves when we go to bed. And then that's when you wake up one day and you think to yourself, am I doing things right? Am I happy with my life? Am I happy with myself? Or am I just faking it? Because the one person that you can't fake is yourself. The one person that you can't, hide from is yourself. The one person that you can't lie to is yourself. Because yourself knows you more than anyone else on this planet. And you know that. Like I said, I don't hate you. Never have, never will. And I know you don't hate me either, and I'm grateful for that. But don't sit there and threaten to punish me over what someone else did. Because that's not fair and that's not right. And you also did that to me a year ago when I was friends with MER. Remember that? And she had started bringing up your mother, right? And you threatened her by saying, bring up my mother one more time, and I'm going to go hardcore on AZ. And you said lady too. Remember that? Well, here it is. A year down the road, and you're doing the same pattern. Me, I'm not. I'm breaking the cycle, and I'm doing something totally different. By saying, no, I'm not going to give in this time. I'm not going to play your game. I'm not going to do this. Because I'm not going to give them what they want, which is us fighting. I'm not going to. Because that's what they want, don't they? That's what they crave. They want us to fight, because then guess what? You know what they can say? Ha! Look at the little retards fighting. Tard war. It's a fact. You know, they think you're a joke because of how you respond to people, when you really don't need to. And they used to think of me about that way for a long time. Until I finally decided to say, no, I'm not going to play the game like this. I'm not going to be their rodeo clown like this. People want to talk trash, let them talk trash. I don't care. Because it's not going to affect me either way. I'm still going to go on with my life. I'm still going to do what I do. That's it. But the reason why I don't feel good when I talk crap on people, because it makes me feel bad. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And maybe people are right. Maybe I am soft, too soft for the drama community. That's why I walked away from it and decided to build my own. And I'm doing great as a result of it. I mean, I wish that you would too, but that's something that you're going to have to learn on your own, buddy. One grown-ass man can't tell another grown-ass man what to do. That's something that you're going to have to figure out for yourself. And in saying that, I'm not, like I said, I don't want anybody to interpret this as an attack on anybody. This is just me just talking, just speaking my mind and just talking. And after this, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to talk about anything anymore like this. I just wanted to get my feelings out and just let it go. And tell you the real truth, I'm just getting too old for being involved in senseless drama. I ain't got the stomach for it. I ain't got the stones for it anymore. It's not that I've gone soft. It's just I just don't feel like it's necessary anymore. Doing fine where I'm at. Just leave it be. That's it.